So today I'm going to talk to you about our thesis statement, which is we agree that conflicting morphological system has been a barrier of communication faced by everyone to communicate well with each other. This is due to the fact that English morphological system and Bahasa Malaysia morphological system have very different structure when we are trying to construct a sentence. This is due to the fact that we all know morphological system is a study of the structure of a language about its components and functions and the formation of the word, and that have their own meaning in a certain situation used for. For example, the word roots, affixes, suffixes, bases, inflections, and phonemes are examples of the English morphological system. Meanwhile, in Bahasa Malaysia morphological system, the system is far more easy to understand because they only have few to learn, which is the structure is based on affixation, reduplications, and compounding.
Hi, my name is SYAHMI bin HALIL, batch number 05542, and I will be talking about English morphological system. In the English morphological system, it consists of two main branches, which is inflection and word formation. Inflection is a morphological process that adapts existing words so that they function effectively in sentences without changing the category of the base morpheme. English has 8 inflectional suffixes, which is noun plural, noun possessive, verb present tense, verb past tense, verb past participle, verb present participle, adjective comparative, and adjective superlative. Same comparative and superlative inflections. For example, run slower and fight harder. However, many adverbs cannot take inflection, and like some adjectives, there are some that can use more and most to create comparative and superlative, like he said more slightly or she danced most awkwardly. Derivational morphology is a type of word formation that creates new lexemes either by changing syntactic category or by adding substantial new meaning or both, to a free or bound base, and is concerned with the way morphemes are connected to existing lexical form of affixes. There are two principal types of affixes, which is prefix and suffixes. Lexical morpheme is a morpheme that contains meaning which can then be modified or qualified by grammatical morpheme. Grammatical morpheme is a signal grammatical and semantic roles or modify or qualify meaning. Free morpheme is a morpheme or word element that can stand alone as a word, while bound morpheme is a morpheme or word element that cannot stand alone as a word.
So what is affixation in Bahasa Malaysia morphological system? Affixation is just a process which you add more affixes, suffixes, infixes into the root word to expand the meaning of it. For example, bincang is the root word in Bahasa Malaysia for discuss. So when you add the process of affixation, you expand the meaning of bincang to perbincang, perbincangannya. The word per and nya is the suffix, affix, and infix of the word bincang. Let's talk about compounding. So compounding is a form of construction that has 2 or 3 free forms as its constituents, where each of the constituent forms may be either a root word or a derived form. For example, the word kayu, wood, and fire, when undergoing the process of compounding, it become firewood, or you say kayu api. Last but not least, reduplication is a process where you use the same root word to form a new sentence, and it is classified into 3 types, which is proper, rhyming, and chiming. The nouns used in the process showcase the plural structures of the word used. Meanwhile, the reduplication of verbal forms result in one of the following semantical features, which is repetition, continuity, and habituality.
Morphology is a branch of linguistics that analyzes the structures, forms, and categorization of language words. The main topic we're going to talk about today is affixes. Prefixes, suffixes, and infixes are often used in Malay. However, prefix and suffix are more popular for English. In the English language, affixes can signal or originate an element added to the beginning or the end of the word, but Malay affixes cannot. Example, the word dog is single animal, yet by adding as it becomes dogs, which refers to several animals. But in Malay, you need to use reduplication of the word to make it plural, as said by Irsyad. Example, anjing is the word for dog, and anjing is the plural for dogs. Verbal system has impacted the contrastive features of both languages. For English verbal system, it is made out of tense, 7 aspects, mood, and voices. Malay is a tenseless language which a verb does not specify the temporal location of an act or circumstance and does not require a morphological marking to show agreement with the subject. Example, adding affixes to Malay will change the root word of English. Suffix kan for hidupkan will change the root word from life to switch on.